Hi Capricorn Moons, thank you so much for being here. I am Divine Femme Carrot 144, very happy, grateful, and blessed to bring you this reading. This reading is designed for those who have their moon sign in the zodiac sign of Capricorn, unlimited to anyone who should find this message, or should this message find you. For your reading, I will be doing a 9-card spread, also known as How's It Going Down? This being designed to give message and light to what's on the surface and what may be happening in different instances, but also what may be underlying underneath the surface. So we'll do those 9 cards, no reversals, and then we'll get a major arcana, and then we'll get a card from the deck I created with the lunar phases and zodiac signs. Everything's been pre-shuffled. Let's go ahead and begin. We'll get your first card for Capricorn Moon. Capricorn Moon. Here we have the Hanging Man and 4 of Swords. Next card. For Capricorn Moon. 2 of Wands. This card is a little different. We'll see what other cards come through here. But it's a little different than the traditional 2 of Wands. Let's get your next card for Capricorn Moon. We have the Emperor, the Sun, and the Knight of Pentacles. Next card. I see a third party there. Next card. And I'm even seeing it just like I see other people seeing a block between 2 people, and it not necessarily being about the actual path. Well, that too, someone wanting to take a path, there being a block on that path, almost like a deer in the road. This is a deer in headlights. That might be the title, because I feel that this energy, if they try to be in the middle of something, are being exposed. It being brought to light, not only by divine, but I'm getting awakenings connected to the Sun, being in between the Emperor and the Knight of Pentacles, where I get this being a connection between 2, a protective energy. I do get feminine energy associated with this, and then an Emperor, someone who actually may be out in the public eye. But that's what I see, is the 2 wands, 1 wand being here, 1 wand being here, and this person, that sun shining, this being the karma. You see the 8 energy here, and the universe having your back. So you could be this person or this person, discovering someone who's been in the center. And I feel that it's becoming so prevalent that it's not only showing up here, but it's also showing here. And then it may speak to what's happening here, as you can see, where it appears that someone's losing money, and then someone's also in need of healing. So 2 people distressed, but there's nothing in the middle here. So, and that being the first set of cards here for you too, so that being significant. Where I'm even getting the 2 energies kind of speaking to, like, I'm getting more of the feminine energy over here, but the feminine being with the masculine over here, and the sun shining on what's been in between them, to speak to the in-between that's actually here, that would be in between the feminine and the masculine here. Okay, let's get your next card. I also want to say too, what I've noticed, the 12 creates a 3. That's Empress energy. The 4 creates the Emperor. And then these are just going to be interchangeable with the Emperor being here. And I get the feminine, also known as the Empress. Here is the Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race is also what I'm hearing. Let's see what the next card is for you. 10 of Pentacles. Next card. Okay, only a few cards wanted to come through, but then that release just kind of let these cards come through as well. So we'll take a look. We have the Wheel, the Nine of Wands, 8 of Wands, 3 of Swords, the World card. There being some kind of wheel spinning in some kind of way where things are coming into completion. I'm getting misfortune, being tired of the misfortune, communicating the hurt, and as a result, karmic cycles coming to a completion. But I also see 2 wheels, and I get a Gemini person here with the 3 energy, and not it being this energy here. I get 3 cards being 3 of Wands type energy of someone who has manipulated a block. I get the gold energy from this wheel and the gold energy from this wheel, and this being actual Empress energy here too with the 21, and you can see an actual feminine energy that's present. And the formation of this Empress energy is going to be very similar to what's here in the Hangman, where I got Empress energy with that 3 there too. These are going to be 3 actual cards where I get this being emulating energy as a part of manipulation. And this is also what's being brought to light, and it correlating with the sunlight in the middle and that shining, and what's in the middle here between 2 shiny wheel energies is this. So I get this person attempting to block, being tired. The 8 of Wands will be here. The 8 Wands not wanting to see the communication or whatever it is that's associated with this 8 of Wands. Over excessive energy attacks is also what I get here too. This could even be blocking when it comes to love, trying to block communication between 2 and being a third party. With this 3 of Swords, where they may be hurt because there's a soulmate connection and wanting to be in the middle of this to try to keep it from coming together. But the more this person's trying to keep it from coming together, the more it's only drawing the souls of the 2 who are longing for one another to come together, and light shining on that and what's been taking place, if there's any kind of malicious activity going on between them. And this being the malicious activity is what I get here. So there's 8 Wands here. You have the actual 8 of Wands card, and then the 3 of Swords associated with it. In between, again, 2 golden wheel energies, where I get this Empress being very abundant, and then matching with their counterpart energy as the Wheel of Fortune here. Strong Jupiter energy I do get, but this also being your energy of Capricorn with 10th house energy being present. This Sun card also breaks down to a 10, speaking to endings going into new beginnings. And then the Karma association as well will be connected to Saturn with the 8s there. So it's very similar to what I was getting here. And this being seen not only by the person who's wanting to move forward, where I do get it being the masculine energy, and this being full energy here too that I get with the knapsack being held there. Wanting to take a leap of faith and then seeing who's been blocking the path. get your next card. For Capricorn Moon. Three of Swords will be here too as well. And this masculine getting past the Three of Swords connected to something caused by this person in the middle. Next card. For Capricorn Moon. Ten of Swords, Five of Cups. And these could even be interchangeable. This is how they were, so I'll leave them like this. But for some reason, I don't even get this being associated. I feel that this may be someone in regrets for causing, for getting caught. I don't even get for causing anything. I just get this being brought to light. And I get the sunlight energy being associated here. And then the moonlight energy with the blue associated with this. Because again, I don't feel that this is the ownership of either you or your person. But because this energy here has decided to get in the middle, it's an all-around effect here for everybody. So I don't get this just being, this here, this here. I get this being the energy of this person. Oh my goodness. And then I just noticed the King of Swords was here too. And he still, as much as he didn't want to be in the middle of that, notice. And that's the manipulation. I totally did not see that, but it's here. And then there's another card that's underneath here too. But notice where this King of Swords landed. I mean, I don't even think I need to get any more cards. The message keeps coming through. You even have, and this could be the other person behind this King of Swords. There may be another person connected to the person in the middle here. And everyone's seeing this. I just want to make that clear here too. The two rats. Getting two rats. Is what I get there. Around that treasure. Notice where that King of Swords fell right in the middle. And I feel as much as they want to, because I almost feel like as soon as it's recognized, there's some manipulation that's used with that sword. Some kind of lies that get told. And there may be lie after 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 lie. This person knows that. And maybe that's why too, because I didn't even see these cards, why I was not getting this being the energy of either one of you or your person. It's this energy here. Where it's, again, an all-around energy. Where each of you, you and your person, are feeling sad and without each other here. And then just feeling a lot of pain because there's been a disconnect. Because there's been someone in the middle. And as much as they want to try to... This person wants to try to say that they're not in the middle. This landed right in the middle. Right in the middle. The King of Swords. And I get this being a negative energy with these associations and coming out with these cards. That's not going to be someone of integrity. And this person, this energy has been coming through in a lot of the readings I've done for the tribe in the past as a manipulative energy. So much so that they were coming through in almost every single card reading that I would do for a spiritual message of guidance. So then let's see what's behind the King of Swords of lying. This will be 11 swords here. Queen of Cups. Manipulative. This could be this person pretending, or this could be the other rat connected to, so the Queen of Cups could be connected to the masculine energy, King of Swords be connected to the feminine energy, and then vice versa, where the feminine or the female energy that the divine masculine has been dealing with is so much in masculine energy that they're this energy here. And then the same will go for the divine feminine, who's been dealing with a masculine energy who's very much in their feminine energy, in their feels, and come off as a Queen of Cups. And then it could be one person altogether, pretending to be two people and just being bipolar. And then speaking to the masculine and the feminine from within this person. But I get that because there's two cards present and because of the energy of being in the middle of two, I'm getting this just being a part of the, like I'm getting Gemini energy, but I'm also getting bipolar energy here. Seven of Cups is coming through as well. Very interesting. And so take what applies here. We see the golden energy connected to the sun. The blue energy connected to the moon energy. The surrounding energies that's underneath the sun, where I'm getting that being moon with the day and the night. And how they correspond with these cards here too. And they landed right here in the center, in the middle of two very special people, you and your person here. This being brought to light, the manipulation, no longer being able to get, it's not, no one can get away with anything. I said this months ago that this was going to be happening, and as we continue on and move forward, it's just going to become more intense of that energy. The veil is gone. It's gone. All the old past ways of being and, doing a disservice to others in order to try to get over and get up on one, to have a higher advantage, that's not being allowed anymore. So I don't even get, it's so much about these people. I don't even get this being you or your person here, to be honest. Someone's now in regrets, and then there's a Ten of Swords, but I get these are interchangeable for each of these people here. Yowzas. On the bottom, the Fool card. Foolish behavior. And that's another reason why I'm not getting either of these being you or your person. We'll go ahead and leave this with them. Let's get your next card. Wanting to not be picked up either. I feel that there may be manipulation as far as like energy and wanting to be invisible or using some kind of power or something that's just not right. And because it's not right, it's being brought to light. Next card. Like I feel too for a long time, and here's the Seven of Cups. So this is that confusion, the manipulation, the association of the twin energies and the Gemini energy. At the beginning of this, towards this Ten of Pentacles, that leads to a distraught masculine, divine masculine, and very much the same here, divine feminine, Empress and Emperor. Confusion. Not options, confusion caused because I did mention that Seven of Cups being associated with the manipulative energies. Next card. Libra energy is associated with that 7. Next card. And as much as someone wants to be in the middle, each you and your person, divine counterparts, are on both sides of these energies because you're together, you're soulmates, you're connected, you're one. So as much as it may look like, there's one here and there's one here, and the light shining on this person wanting to be in the middle, they're actually just blocking a path. They're not in the middle of anything. Because two have become one. Next card for Capricorn Moon. I'm just getting that Seven of Cups being about manipulating the money. Then we have the Twin Flames. Twin Flame card. Four of Wands. Make a wish. This is Twin Flame card. That's it. Union. And how's it been split? Last card for Capricorn Moon. I'm even getting like a breakdown. We go from this 4 at the bottom to this 2, where there's only one set of 2 wands here of action. So someone's missing someone too. The fact that you have the 3 of Swords in here more than once, and then that 5 of Cups and that 10 of Swords, no thanks. Last card. Five of Swords, 8 of Pentacles. So I get this almost being the Queen of Cups, and then this being the King of Swords, trying to be on each side of this union here. And that being a part of why we have a split with just 2 wands up here. Sirens are going off as I say this. But this is sabotage and doing what it takes to win at all costs. Being diligent about that work and the association with it. And then there's a rat here. There's 7 pentacles up here. 7 energy is also going to be over here. This could be the work of one person. This could be the work of 2. Or it could just be speaking to the work of one person and it coming from both sides for both the divine feminine and the divine masculine, which is a hot mess. Which would speak to this full energy being here connected to these 2 and these 2. Sabotaging work, the work being done, the balance. The 8 energy, the 8th pentacle will be in the hands here of this person here. And I do see like cloud of confusion, the 7 pentacles being up here, being connected to this here. It's just being very sneaky. 8s will be Scorpio energy, but also the 8 is going to be that 8 in the Sun card. We reap what we sow is also what I'm getting. So as much as someone wanted to block someone's success or work or something coming together in a connection, the work for a connection to come together, it's backfiring. The 8s are backfiring into a positive 8 of that actually now being sunlight that's shining on the truth of what's been happening with the connection. Here's the 3 of Wands. We're in this particular 3 of Wands. I've gotten this. Look, oh my goodness, you can see it right here. Here's 2 wands. Is this the other 2 wands that have been hidden? To go with these 2 wands here. So you got almost like a feminine energy here, man energy here. 3 of Wands is typically about your ships coming in, but I just get this being an association of the truth being seen on someone who, again, also got in the middle here of 2 wands. 2 wands. But you're together, regardless of whether or not you look separate or not. You're not separate. And it shows that you're not separate in this reading. And I'm just going to leave so you can see it there, but here's 1, 2, 3, 4. This other one being the Magician, utilizing a mat, almost like being here with this sword in their hand. And then even the Pentacle, that's the Magician. What's the other one? The Cup? That's the only one. Is that, let's see, because we got that sword there. Yeah, I'd say, and the cups would be representation here, because that's going to be the only really cup instance. But for some reason, I'm picking up the King of Cup and a manipulator holding that cup, and that being a part of the illusion, confusion. But you see this person almost like wanting to hide these 2 wands, but still being somewhat in the middle of them here too as well. And then having manipulated this with their magic wand. The ships coming in, being in receptive mode to receive ships, wish fulfillment that doesn't belong to them. Attempting, I almost get this being the masculine, divine masculine, and the 2 sets of wands, and then this being divine feminine. Like waiting for the divine feminine wish fulfillment to come in when it's supposed to be for someone else. Someone else's ship coming in, not yours. And this being brought to light. Devil card. Obsessed. On both sides. On both sides. I do get this wish fulfillment. I get the wish fulfillment overall for both divine masculine and divine feminine. Is getting away from unemotional fulfillment. 8 of Cups will be before this, and walking away from devil energy. I get this being obsession. And so then in the walking away and going towards wish fulfillment, manipulating a situation to still be there, to try to continue on with something even though that energy is not wanted. There's the King of Cups. Didn't I say there's the cup? So you have the cup, you have the wand, you have the sword, and you have the pentacle. This will be the magician and the manipulator. And I posted about this a few days ago. And it was titled Off With Their Head, that reading. And it was proof of a divine union being intercepted by a King of Cup. And it was the King of Wand and the Queen of Wand as divine union who were together. And that's why I don't get divine union here, because these are not counterparts. This is manipulative energy. And we have an emperor with the instance of the empress coming through, where they may not feel at their best right now, feeling in protective mode here, but very responsible, stable, and solid in defense of their pinnacle, because it's been affected. Their destiny has been affected. There's been confusion and manipulation and illusion surrounding what's meant for them in a connection, you and your person. and it all being brought to light. This is delightful. Thank you, Spirit, for this wonderful reading. And let's go ahead and we'll get to your next cards here. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Look at that. All right, let's get your major arcana card for Capricorn moon. Like, had this intent from the beginning for a divine union. Twin flames. For Capricorn moon. High priestess. The knowing. It could be the divine feminine, who's also going to be the high priestess here, has had this knowing for quite some time. May have shared it at one point. Being the keeper of secrets, there's only so much that needs to be said. So if something is said, it may have been reiterated, but in certain ways and in special ways. But this also being delivered, the message being delivered in the way that it's meant to. And I do see a great sense of happiness being on the face of this high priestess with the illumination. And now destiny beginning to take course here, where I do feel there may be some relief here too coming through for this high priestess as well, with the hanging man energy of being left in suspense, or there just being some kind of stagnancy or money that's been taken and infiltrated with, connected to rat behavior, foolish behavior, having to protect themselves and their money. And then there being very little cup energy that's provided. The only cup energy that's really provided in this is going to be from the manipulators. Queen of Cup and the King of Cup. And I did say that this could be man energy for the divine feminine, having dealt with this person who's very strong in feminine energy and in their fields. It will be this King of Cup. No, these are not going to be counterpart, because this King of Cup wasn't even supposed to be seen. So I don't get it being counterpart of the King and the Queen of Cup, given the circumstance of what this Queen is representing in this particular reading. And then this speaking to the intuitiveness of a true Queen of Cup energy that comes from the Empress energy that's been spoken on. This being right before the Empress card here too as well. I also get Judgment associated with this. And then the two wands that they represent on the one side of the four wands that creates the union between a high priestess and a hierophant. The hierophant will be a card of 5 that comes after the Emperor. And no, it's not going to be this 5 of Swords. I feel that's part of the manipulation here too. I think it's very clear that there's union, and it's between two very abundant and golden energies. One being here is a soul's mission to complete major karmic cycles. It could even be applicable for the divine masculine, but I get this just, I feel this Wheel of Fortune is here to speak to the strong energy and abundant energy of the divine masculine, but also them being here in this lifetime to receive great, massive abundance. And not just money, but also connected to love. And that love being confiscated, given taint with the manipulation that comes from this King and this Queen of Cup in this reading. On the bottom, we have the stars. This is the destiny. The High Priestess is the destiny, not this manipulative energy. I think I've made that clear. This is such a good reading. And then this could even be, speaking to being very well known and seen, also a part of one's destiny, being a star. But a wish come true and through. This is healing. This is the antidote after a tower. This divine feminine, given what we see here, may have just gone through a tower, connected to money. But a star being the wish come true and through. The healing, the promise. Card of 17 comes together to create an 8. This is going to be the 8 that cannot be confiscated because the universe has your back with the sunlight shining on the block to your destiny. Altogether, we have 2 and 8 energy with that 1 and 7 creating an 8. That creates a 10, which goes to the wheel. And then even 10 of cups, that would come after the 9 of cup of wish fulfillment. 10 of cup, and then you have the 10 of pentacles here too. That being more of your energy as well. Your destiny is here. So as much as energies wanted to block it, it's being brought to light. Sorry for whatever it is that you experienced and what you went through connected to this toxic energy here of the King of Cups associated with the devil that came through while speaking on these 2 cards here. And then even here, in every sense of where it came through, someone has gotten in the middle of what's destined here for you. There's no one in the middle here. Let's get your final cards here. For Capricorn moon. Okay, that's way too many. But we'll take that one since you wanted to slide on out. We have Virgo. And so at the top of this card, it says, so divine, Virgo is. And then the color for Virgo is going to be brown. Virgins, pure ones, healing ones, you tell it straight and don't be late. Receipts all day will get you in the gate. Energy of 6. Unconditional love. And I'm not going to see what's at the bottom. I think this will suffice. We'll go ahead and let's see. Let's just do this here. Oh no, we're not doing that either. We'll put it right here. Well, let's put it on the feather. There's some space there. Alright, so Capricorn moons, this completes your reading. I hope that these messages were helpful, enlightening, empowering, and enriching here for you. Good luck to you and best wishes to you all as you continue to move more into what's destined here for you. This is beautiful. Looks like a lot of great fortune, and with there being no cups besides the 9 of cups, and that being wish fulfillment and great happiness and joy, I do see that in the foresights here, given what may have happened here with the 10 of Pentacles that we see up here with the 4 of Swords and the Hanging Man. There's great blessings that are coming through now that blocks have been discovered for both you, and a very abundant energy of the wheel and the world card that also looks like a wheel, but a champion as well. This is championing energy here, and then 4 of Wands union. So again, I hope these messages were helpful, enlightening, empowering, and enriching here for you. I thank you all so much for your continued love and support. Welcome to all new subscribers, and until we meet again, I wish you all the very best. Take great care. I love you. Peace.